Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm making a turkey. I do have a fail-safe Costco rotisserie chicken if the turkey turns out poorly. I am not a great cook, but I was thinking about the ghosts of Thanksgiving past. And this is a day where we think about in the United States Thanksgiving traditions with our ancestors. So I am going to show you what I am making today. And again, I am not a cook. This is inspired by YouTube cooks, but I'm making a turkey. And again, there's the Costco rotisserie chicken if this fails, but I've gone on YouTube and I've listened to how to make this, and it seems to be doing okay. And then I'm making some green bean mushroom casserole with the crispy onions on it that I remember from childhood, of course. But I remember, basting the turkey, having the turkey baster, and doing this as a child and feeling like this was a job I could do. And I love the turkey skin, And then I was taught to be ashamed of that. I was taught that the skin on the chicken, the skin on the turkey had cholesterol and it was bad. And then I was taught to feel ashamed of traditions of eating the whole animal, like eating the neck and giblets and all that. I was taught, oh, there's fat in all these things. These are bad. No, this is health. There's collagen in here. There's all kinds of nutrients. The chicken liver is awesome. All these things are health foods. So old is gold. And I also mourn, when I was in med school getting my degree or degree, that I passed along this low-fat nonsense. And I was a fat, sick, pre-diabetic physician. And I told my kids, everything should be low-fat. You shouldn't have whole milk. I was being taught this dogma in med school. And I apologize for that. I can't go back. I don't have a time machine to go back in time, but my good intentions were stolen. I thought I was doing good when I was pushing all this low-fat garbage, but I did not know where it came from. So I'm going back to my roots of my ancestors, and when you have fat, the thing is this: no one ever binge eats brisket. No one binge eats turkey. You feel full and then you stop. But there's always room for Jell-O. There's always room for another roll. There's always room for another piece of pie. So that's where we have our emotional support beverages. So this is what I've got: some Waterloo here, different flavors. I love their black cherry ones, kind of like a cola feeling. And then I splurged and I got some of this Té Forte, which is just so pretty. And it sits in your cup and it's a treat. And it's just a treat, and we'll have different flavors, and that'll be my emotional support. And then I've got my Egyptian licorice yogi tea. Anyway, just experiment with different teas you like. And not everything has to be about food on Thanksgiving. Playing a board game, this is the other emotional support here. You can play Scrabble. Scrabble is great after dinner. You don't have to just keep eating and eating, because you're going to feel full, because you're going to have fat with the meal. You're not going to feel ashamed of having butter and the turkey skin and all these wonderful ancestral foods. So I hope this may be helpful. I hope you'll have a wonderful Thanksgiving. What are and there's ghosts of Thanksgiving past, and there's wonderful memories of Thanksgiving past. I'm always grateful that I got to learn some cooking traditions with my great-grandparents. Some people never get to meet their great-grandparents, and mine were amazing cooks and amazing people. And they were humans, but my great-grandfather said, Grease is goodness, and if you eat too much bread and potatoes, you'll get fat and sick. He said that based on wisdom of a grocer for 50 years, from the 1920s through the 1970s. And there's nothing wrong with nose to tail is honoring the animal, eating every part of the animal. You get the collagen, you get the skin is a health food. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with you. It's what's wrong, what we've been through, and we've been gaslit about how to eat. So I hope you'll consider subscribe, and have a great Thanksgiving.